Robert with his next meal. Unlike his father, but now he's very vulnerable to cold. To combat this, Robert has his own built-in central heating system, usually only found in hibernating mammals. When Robert's skin temperature drops, a thermostat in his primitive brain registers the change and fires signals deep inside his body. These signals arrive in dense stores of specialized fat cells. Once triggered, they start to burn fat to generate heat. So Robert is able to maintain his core body temperature. It'll take a year for the fat cells to run out of fuel. But by that time, you'll be better insulated. Robert's primitive brain does a good job of keeping him alive. But it's hopeless at learning. Its hardwiring makes it rigid and inflexible. Complex skills are way beyond it. The cortex, on the other hand, is a blank sheet just waiting to be filled with new skills and behaviors.
That would be great.
At the moment, it still has some way to go. At his age, it can't even make sense of what he sees. His eyes turn light into electrical signals. But it's his cortex that translates these signals into an image. And since most of the connections are missing, the full picture isn't getting through. So Robert's view of the world is pretty weird. His brain can't combine the images from both his eyes.
Sweet. Oh, darling. There we are. There we are. Oh.
There are no distinct colors or shapes. So it isn't clear where one object ends and another begins.
Oh, so sweet.
Now, who wants a cup of tea?
Oh, yes, darling. Oh.
And it isn't just his eyesight. All of Robert's senses are in chaos.
He's so fun, isn't he? So strong. There we are. Hello. Oh.
Strong signals from his ear spill over into his vision. So any sudden noise is seen as well as heard.
There we are.
The one thing he can recognize is the shape of a human face. And that's because it's an instinct, pre-programmed into his primitive brain. Before it can make sense of the world, Robert's cortex needs to master the basics.
Darling, would you mind taking go to the shelf? I'm just going to find my key.
Fortunately for Robert, his primitive brain comes with a built-in training program. Its reflexes force him to look at things that will improve his vision,
Such a great move.
such as a chessboard. A bold, regular pattern generates strong, regular signals. Strong signals reinforce connections, making them permanent. Where there's no signal, the tendril breaks off and goes in search of a better connection to make. Another reflex makes Robert turn to look at anything passing in front of him.
Bobby, like that, Bobby. Like the colours.
Improving his ability to see moving objects. Through trial and error, Robert's cortex is constantly rewiring itself, learning to recognize and understand the world around him.
Right. Bobby. Let's have a look at a gambit.
He's only 3 weeks old, but Robert's cortex is already taking shape. Soon, he'll discover that he has a mind of his own. Body story.
Okay, we'll stop there for today. We'll continue with this perhaps tomorrow. Well, I shouldn't say perhaps, but we will. Okay, so we will catch up to you next time.